Hey everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. It's been a long time since I made a video, but not much has really been happening with the collection. So I did, however, go to the Denver Card Show today at the uh, National Western Stockyards Event Center in Denver. By the way, if you ever find yourself in Denver going to that card show for parking, if you park in their lot, they charge you. I'm not sure what they charge you, but if you park along the street, there's tons of parking and you don't have to pay for parking. They don't charge any admission to get into the show anymore, but I'm pretty sure that the parking is not free. So that's kind of a workaround that you should take advantage of if you ever go. But anyway, on to the cards, and basically I got quite a few things this time. Some of it is just fun, cheap stuff, and some of it is a little more pricey. One, and I kind of organized them in order of oldest to newest by sport, except for the stack on the right is kind of mixed everything. But the first card we got here is a 1952 Topps Bob Feller. Now this card at first sight just looks really nice. It's got really good centering. It doesn't have any creases that show through on the front. However, on the back you can sort of see like micro creases kind of down the middle and on one of the corners. Almost like, I'm not sure, they're only apparent on one side. The front side, if you look at the surface, it does look like it's been, rubbed across tables or whatever, just loved over the years. Like it just has general wear, but it doesn't really harm the overall look of the card. The card just absolutely looks stunning. It doesn't, a lot of these 52s, I think the cardboard stock that they used on them could put up with a lot. Not that they should, but I think a lot of these cards were just well loved. And this one, I'm guessing it would probably grade at a PSA 1, but even as a 1, this is one of the nicest looking ones that I think you could come across. There's a little bit of darkness on the top left corner, but just a beautiful, beautiful card. And so, I'll probably get it into a holder graded next time they have a 50 special, but it's just a really nice card. I like it, and maybe I don't need to have a PSA 4 or 5 in every card or greater from some of these older ones. Even as a 1, this is a nice card to have in a collection. So anyway, that's probably the coolest card I got. Some of these were just, again, if they've got prices on them, it's not what I paid because I bundled a lot of things up. 1956 Topps White Wilhelm. Definitely do not pay 60 for that. I think that's just on the plastic on the outside, but I think it was more like $5 or something. Nice condition. Here's another White Wilhelm 1958 Topps. This one just looks really, really nice. Good corners, good centering, just nice card. I think I got these all from the same person. They just had a pile of White Wilhelms, but here's 59 Topps of him, and its left-right centering is not that great, but still a nice card. Brooks Robinson. This card it looks really nice as far as corners and surface. Centering's a little off left right, but there is a little bit of, I don't know if it's a staining or what, but there's a darkness to the corner, which I think is kind of what, that definitely did not pay 100 for that. But there's a little bit of a darkness in the bottom corner. You can see like by the S kind of going diagonally up, you can see one sort of edge of that. But anyway, it's got darkening. I think that would probably knock it off if it were graded. Don't know that I would grade it, but it is a really nice 59 Topps Brooks Robinson. Bob Gibson. This one I threw in with the Bob Feller and made a deal on those cards together. 61 Topps. Left-right centering is not that great, but it's still a nice card. Louis Tiant rookie. It's bottom corner is not that great, and centering's not perfect, but did not have this card yet, and just a cool card. Hank Aaron 68 Topps. Yeah, just another Aaron. Nothing wrong with Aarons, even if they're all-stars or whatever. Here's a Dave Winfield rookie. Not perfect condition, but still nice. Here's a Raleigh Fingers. This one looked absolutely perfect, except the top up-down centering is a little bit, it looks like it's a little low on the bottom. Left-right isn't perfect, but the corners, everything about this card is super sharp. Just looks like a perfect card, other than the centering's not perfect. Here's a Pete Rose. There's going to be a bunch of Pete Roses. There's a guy who had a box that was just all Pete Rose, like rows and rows of Pete Roses, and they're all $1 each. And I pulled 11 out of his box and paid $10 for them. But the 78 one I got to fill a spot in my set because I had the one that was in my set graded, so I can put this one back in my set to take its place. Here's an Ozzie Smith rookie. It looked really nice. Centerings on this card, everybody knows, is the most difficult thing. But aside from centering, it's really nice. And yeah, and I got this as part of a deal, so didn't even pay $25 for it, but nice card. This is one of the roses from that rose box, 79. Mark Fidrich, just one of my favorite Tigers of all time. Nolan Ryan, 1980 Topps. Didn't have that one yet. Another Pete Rose. Again, these are from the Pete Rose box. And these ones I kind of looked for ones that were just really good, had really good centering. Just a perfect looking 84 Donruss Ryan. Sharp corners, good centering. Everything about it looked really, really nice. Almost gradable. I'll have to look at it closer. Another Pete Rose from the Pete Rose box. More Pete Roses. Didn't realize I grabbed 2 of these. 85 Topps. 86 Donruss. I had this card as a kid, and I don't know, it just had some nostalgia attached to it, so I was kind of happy to reacquire that card. Diamond Kings. Here's Julius Erving, Dr. J. So those are my 2 basketball cards that I got. And one of these 61s, or wait, I think these are 62 Parkhurst. Here's Alex Delvecchio, just a really nice card. And here we go. Sorry, Marcel Pronovost. Sorry. Henry Richard, and here's a Bernie Perrant. I think that's just a cat hair that's on the corner of that, but nice card. Bobby Hull. Yep. Another Alex Delvecchio. Another Bobby Hull, but I think one's OPG and one's Topps. Bobby Clark. And that dot is on the case. It's not on him. Dave Keon. This card is always funny. It's like, where in the picture is Dave Keon? With all the players there. They had weird, they took weird pictures on some of these old hockey cards. But Dave Keon was always one of the best Maple Leaf forwards of all time. Here's Gump Worsley. Great goalie. He's on the Rangers for a while. There's Tim Horton. Bobby Clark. That has a really big fisheye on it, but it's still a cool card. Here's a Ken Dryden. This one just has sharp corners, just looks really, really good. Centering's not perfect, but it's just a really, really nice example of that card. Here's another Gordie Howe final card when he was on the Whalers. This is in pretty decent shape. Nice card. Gretzky. Another Gretzky. Dale Hayward-Chuk. I believe this is his rookie. Was in really good shape, was in a $1 box. And there's Bill Barber. And then this other stack is just random stuff that was like less than $1 stuff. I think these were like 25 cents a piece, these 76s, and I just grabbed them. It's a Chet Lemon rookie. He just passed away. More Tigers, which I'm always going after Tigers. Willie Horton. So Richie Allen, Mickey Stanley, Around the Floor, John Hiller, Darrell Evans, a Tiger eventually, Jerry Koosman, Frank Tanana, another eventual Tiger, Greg Nuttles, Rick Rochelle, Gorman Thomas. Anyway, they're 25 cents a piece. Chico Fernandez, a Tiger from 1960 Topps, Roy Face, Early Win, just random stuff here. Gil Hodges, Reno Bertoya, random stuff that was, I think these were just thrown in a other bulk transaction. Random stuff, more hockey. Ed Jockerman, Doug Favell, there's Jerry Cheevers, Bernie Federico, Dariel Sittler. Just good 70s and 80s players. And some random stuff. Oop. Wayne Cashman. None of these guys are too great, but they were just fun and they were cheap. So, or I guess some of them are decent players, but 80s, Mike Bossy. That's our Kevin Dineen rookie. It's in a cheapy bin, so might as well grab it. And then this guy, I've just always loved his mask. One of the coolest goalie masks. Sometimes it's worth it to grab a hockey card just for the goalie masks. Steve Shutt, he was great. Yeah, just random stuff. Oh, here's some better players. Bobby Clark, Bill Barber, Steve Shutt again, Fergie Jenkins. And then this thing, I'm not going to go through these, but these are all 1977 Topps Commons. Like, they were sitting in a guy's dollar box, and I asked him what was with that, and he said it was just a space holder, but he ended up selling it to me for a couple bucks. So anyway, random 1977 Topps. So that's it for my pickups from the Denver Card Show. Today I am working on a submission for PSA because they've got a special this month finally for it's like 1960 through the 80s. I think it's 17.99, which isn't the greatest, but they haven't had a special the entire year, so that's kind of what's been delaying me. I was thinking about sending back some of my min size ones that got sent to me in previous submissions that got thrown back. Like, I went and grabbed all my min size cards and measured them, and there's about 10 of them that I had, and about 7 of them I could see where they came up with that, but 3 of them didn't look any different in size from any other comparable cards from those sets. So I'm going to try to send back this 1967 Topps Hank Aaron, this Fran Tarkenton. Just, it looks like a perfect card, and the measurements all measure up to other ones like it, this one as well. Anyway, we're going to try to do some resubs and see if PSA puts them in a holder a second time, or whether they get sent back again, but might as well be worth it. But anyway, so those will go out this month, and they'll probably come back 3 or 4 months from now, so expect a video at that point. But it should be a pretty big submission because I've been kind of putting it together in anticipation of some sort of special for the last like 3 or 4 months. So anyway, hope you guys had a good day and enjoyed this video, and if there's any cards in there that you liked, let me know, but hopefully we'll see you on the next one. Take care.